In nomine Padri, Filii, Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Welcome to iBasher's Sunday edition. This is Sunday Mass. I'm your host, Dirk. This is Dirk Weekends on the I'm Bashers channel. Great to see you. It's your show I just hosted. How are you all? I liked my new thumbnail so much, I decided to make it my background for today. I'm going to start playing around with new backgrounds and making things a little bit more fun for the show. I hope you guys like it. Let's see who's in the room and start out this Sunday Mass. Lots of things to talk about. Oasis madness and, oh my God, all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world. Andrew Wolkowicz, I owe you that song. I'm working on it. You asked me for something special. I'm giving it to you. And it's on the way. Andrew, Canadian $5. I'll be working till 4:30, but I'll be watching the recording. Well, we hope you have a great day at work and you're having a blessed day as well. He's also wishing the same thing. And upvote and subscribe. Guys, if you like the show and if you've never decided to subscribe before, please consider doing so because it really helps me out and it keeps the bashers going, the goodwill towards men and all that great stuff. He says, cool thumbnail. Hey, that's cool. I liked it too. It's cool. I did it on ChatGPT. Boy, you can do a lot of funny stuff with ChatGPT. I really dig it. Andrew also says, bless me, Father Five Sinned. It's been 15 years since my last confession. There are the lists of my sins, impure thoughts of other wives and watches, so lust and envy. It's a great title. Mr. North had an album called Fear and Desire, which I always thought was an amazing title for an album, especially a second record, because it's so, it has gravitas to it, something very cool. Picking album titles is a very difficult thing to do. I like lust and envy. I think it's very cool. Now, especially with, AI and all that kinds of stuff, we're kind of writing a whole new script on do-it-yourself and writing a story where artists and other people, great illustrators, I live with one, I should know, are being written out. And that's kind of sad because, there's nothing better than an actual artist's impression and their beautiful work. It's the same for music, and I'm assuming movies, like I said on the show millions of times. I think we're absolutely going to have, a new Marilyn Monroe movie, probably Marlon Brando, James Dean. We're going to have Laurence Olivier. We're going to have movies with people who are long since dead, and people will go see it because, you know what? We're stupid. Andrew, I owe you a big gong for that. So we start out always with the super chat gong. JR Watches in the room. Hey, upping the ante on the thumbnail today, Dirk. Crusade of the Bastards. Yeah. Well, don't forget, I come from the metal world. And one of the biggest jokes is, and you might find this humorous, is, and now with AI, you could just make up the dumbest shit ever. What's really cuckoo is I come from a world where metal and the Crusades are one. I cannot tell you how many people said to us when we put out our comeback record, Destroy All Humans. This is a black picture with a side of a skull, but it was high res and really kind of detailed, but it was like metal, they were like, that album sucks. Why not have, horses and shields and castles and maidens? And oh my God, every metal cover looks exactly the same. I don't know why people aren't bored of it. Just give me something original and unique. The bands I liked, other than Iron Maiden, they have their mascot Eddie, and they have to have some, incarnation of what he looks like, and that's cool. They have a mascot, they have something that's very recognizable. But most, like, there's a band, I'm not going to name names because that's not nice. They were kind of this new upstart group that people were really, really digging, and they're really kind of a shite band. I mean, forgive me, Father. And then they had this album cover, which was done by a famous artist, and it's like had one maiden had her boob hanging out, and there was a throne and dragons and serpents and all the cliches. I hate to use the word tropes because it's so overused now. Everybody's like, it's the trope, that trope, this trope. It's just cliche to have all that stuff. I love the album covers back in the day when people used to use like Hypnosis, like Pink Floyd or any of the Deep Purple, these bands, they would have a company of artists do it. They were called Hypnosis, or Rush used to use Syme, and they would come up with these interesting conceptual idea pieces that sometimes mimicked the music or mirrored the music, but also it created something so new and original. Whereas now, when you look at, I don't know what record, does anybody even care what an album cover? I couldn't tell you what one Billie Eilish album, and I love her. I couldn't tell you what any of her records look like. However, I could tell you what all the Lana Del Rey albums look like, because I think that she cares about such things. But I don't think most people do, unless you're in a rock band. You got to have either photography or a painting or whatever. And so me and the band made jokes during the making of the record, like, how about this for a cover? And it was always like somebody plunging a broadsword into a crusader, or we actually played with a band that had an album called Slaughter at the Vatican. And I just went, oh boy. People are nuts. But yeah, it was fun. You know what? I just told it took 2 tries. I said, dear ChatGPT, I want a castle in the distance, and I want flag bearing crusaders on horseback with Maltese crosses, and boom, man, it made it. It's crazy that you can do that. It's only going to be a matter before I say, dear ChatGPT, I want to do an album. It's called this. It's going to have guitar, bass, drums, and keyboards. It's going to have quasi-operatic singing, blah, 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 blah. And then it'll just write my record for me, because that will happen. And how sad will that be for us all? God help us all. Ken Furby's in the room. Hello, everyone, on the holiest of days. Seats in the upright position. Dirk is about to land this sucker, so upvote and subscribe, please. Thanks so much for that vote of confidence. Today's homily, it's probably going to be about all you poor suckers out there and the Oasis debacle, because it's so not fair. And I've been reading everything about, they expected 1 million tickets went on sale. It was supposed to sell out in 10 minutes. It took 10 hours because all the phone lines went down and the computer bots went down. And then they found out that Ticketmaster uses thousands of bots to buy their own tickets so they can resell them. You scumbags. I knew it was them. I knew, they're at the root of it all. It's this new kind of greed, this new horrific greed. And then I'm going to show you an amazing letter. We'll talk about that in a minute. Damien Griffiths is here. Hey, man. Good morning, Dirk. Hope you're having a good day. I am. So far, so good. I got to say. Right. Bless all here. Right. Dean, sounds like Bill and Ted's adventure to me. Yeah. And as you all know, our dearest Dino, he's a big fan, and he really wants to see his favorite band. And I don't blame him. They are going to save rock and roll to some extent. They're the band that's going to do it, because there's nobody else out there. Nobody gives a shit about the Foo Fighters' new album. Nobody gives a shit about their new drummer. Everybody liked the dead guy. I thought they should have broken up when he died. Not that I cared about their music or anything, but I thought he was such an integral part of that group and Dave's best friend. Why would you want to go on? Oh, we're going to carry the torch, because that's what he would have wanted. He wouldn't have wanted that. He would have wanted the whole world to be sad, and the band broke up because he was such an integral part of it. And you guys will go have a solo career. Dave's got nothing to worry about. He's richer than hell. He's got nothing to worry about whatsoever. But whatever. So the Oasis thing. So the tickets went on sale, and they sold out, but it took 10 hours to sell out. And that was only because the anticipated rush for tickets was so overwhelming. It was so beyond expectation. It was so completely over the top. Maybe the craziest scramble for tickets in the history of live concert events. Believe it or not, whether you like them or not, doesn't really matter. Oasis is coming back, and they're bigger and better than ever. And that's just a fact of the matter. They left a certain legacy that people just felt was incomplete. The fans are hankering. The new fans are hankering. The children of the fans are hankering. They want to have mommy, daughter, daddy, son, daddy, daughter, vice versa. How many combos you can come up with that. And they all want to get together, and they all want to experience mom and dad's favorite band. And they should be able to do so. And they should be able to do so for the ticket prices that the Gallagher brothers had put on the ticket. But nope, that's not what's happening. It's exactly as I predicted. The second those tickets went on sale, whatever got scooped up immediately were scooped up by bots. And if you don't know what bots are, they're these unbelievable little gremlins in the internet that are programmed to buy the tickets and immediately put them up on ticket resale sites for ridiculously exorbitant price hikes. And it's just completely disgusting and not fair for anybody. It's absolutely completely wrong. And there isn't so much that bands can do or artists can do other than our dear Kate, as I told you what she did. And she was able to thwart the bandits. These guys, this is the equivalent of showing up on horseback with a shotgun or a bow and arrow and just getting rid of all the people in your way of making your money so you can rob that bank. They're robbing the bank. And that's Ticketmaster and Live Nation and all these companies that band together. And in some cases, I'm not going to call her out, but she should be, conspired with certain artists to make sure that the demand is so crazy that the resale value goes through the roof. Taylor Swift. And yeah, for all the nice things that she does and giving her truck drivers 50 grand and all that stuff, at the end of the day, it's a profit making machine. Yeah, she's taking her money back. She's re-recording her records, as she should. I like a lot of stuff she does. But the ticket thing, she got busted for that. She was involved in this dynamic pricing thing, and it's gross. They weren't doing dynamic pricing. They had a face value on these tickets. It wasn't like, oh, the demand's up, we can raise the prices. They weren't doing any of that stuff. They were trying to keep the prices as low as possible. I think it was 86 or 89 pounds or punts, dollars and cents. It all makes perfect sense, expressed in dollars and cents, pounds, shillings, and pence. Can't you see? It all makes perfect sense. It's not fair. It's just not fair that anybody who's a fan of a band can't go see the band they want to see because some middleman did not, who did not write the songs, who did not stage the concerts, did not pay for the trucking, did nothing. So I want to show you guys a letter. I'm sending a letter to Daddy, which is amazing. And I think it's worth seeing. And it's proposed legislation in these United States of America. And if you guys can look in your jurisdiction, you can look in your country to see if there's anything along the same lines. I want to read this to you and let you know exactly how it should go. And it's called Fix the Ticks. And it's addressed to the Honorable Maria Cantwell, the Senate, Science and Transportation, the U.S. Senate Committee on Commerce, all this great stuff. And then on the bottom, it's addressed to a bunch of people too. Dear Chair Cantwell and Ranking Member Cruz, we know you are all hearing from many people about concert ticketing and its impact on fans. As artists and members of the music community, we rely on touring for our livelihood, and we value music fans above all else. We are joining together to say that the current system is broken. Predatory resellers and secondary platform engage in deceptive ticketing practices to inflate ticket prices and deprive fans of the chance to see their favorite artists at a fair price. Predatory resellers have gone unregulated while siphoning money from the live entertainment ecosystem for their sole benefit. They use illegal bots, speculative ticket pricing, and deceitful advertising which cause real harm. And then bullet pointed, the relationship between the artist and fan, which forms the backbone of the entire music industry, is severed. No one cares more about the fans than the artists. When predatory resellers scoop up face value tickets ahead of fans in order to resell at inflated prices on the secondary market, artists lose the ability to connect with their fans who cannot afford to attend. Fans are lured in by deceptive URLs and advertising tactics, which disguise resale and trick consumers into paying up to 20 times the face value and often more. Often, while facing value tickets, these are not available from the venue. They never are anymore. You can't go to Madison Square Garden or any venue in New York and go buy tickets. You have to go through Ticketmaster. How fair is that? I added that. Speculative tickets. When a predatory reseller lists tickets for a show before they can even go on sale or does not have a ticket in hand, they are intentionally deceitful and too often result in fans showing up at a venue without a valid ticket because they're fake. That's happening too. Predatory resellers do not invest in creating a live, great concert experience or fostering the live music ecosystem. They simply profit off the hard work of artists, venues, and the crew. In fact, resellers and the secondary ticket platforms often profit more from the artist work than the artists themselves. I don't think anybody needs to say more than that. That is it in black and white. And every single legislative committee in every single government and jurisdiction should immediately put the kibosh on that. I think we should all immediately call for a ban on ticket reselling. It should be made illegal. Unless you're able to sell it to your friend Jan, or maybe Peter couldn't get a ticket and you go, hey man, why you want to give me $50 on top of what I paid for it? I'll give it to you. That's fine. But this bot thing, this computer thing, this internet thing, this needs to go away forever. And anyway, look at the amount of artists, and this is a United States thing, who have signed this so far. And they ceded to Chuck Schumer, the majority leader of the Senate, Mitch McConnell, minority leader of the U.S. Senate. I mean, it's incredible, the people that are on there. It's an incredible, everywhere from Billie Eilish to Five Finger Death Punch, and all these unbelievable. There's a lot of artists I've never heard of, but all the guys from Duran Duran are in there. Colin Hay is in there. It's a who's who of touring artists who are now in their legacy twilight of their careers, where they are now touring to either bring back, like Oasis are, to bring back the relevance of their band, and create a new unity between them and their fans, and probably make another record down the line if those guys can keep it together. But I suggest that you guys do whatever you can to try to see if there is another letter. And everybody, I signed it and I sent it in. Everyone can sign the letter and send it, and each one goes to those respective recipients, about continuing and trying to find legislation to make illegal ticket scalping, which it truly is. There's a reason why it's called that, and it's disgusting, and I hope, for God's sake, that everybody does. Anyway, great letter, and I hope you guys can do that if you're as frustrated as Dino, because I don't know how you're going to get into that show now. I know they're going to add dates, and I hope you get in, pal, because you deserve it. Mart's here. Hey, Dirk. We'll change a little bit. Oh, sounds good. After recently buying a Seiko vintage quartz watch, I should get it in 7 days' time. I've done more research and found out Rolex did make a LED prototype watch in the 70s, reference 7065. Should we look at that? I didn't know that. Rolex 7065. Oh boy. Let's see. Is there a picture of this thing? No, I can't find a photograph of it, but I see it here. The quartz journey of Rolex began in 1952 and ended 50 years later. I mean, they're not the oyster quartz. It's the only one I know about. It was continued in the early 2000s, right? No picture. Is there a picture of it? Images. Let me see if I can find one. This can't possibly be real. You let me know if it is. I'm always fascinated by mock-ups and things like that. Oh boy, look, it's a president. It's a Rolex oyster president. Quartz president. I don't know. It's interesting. If that's the prototype, I mean, God, how much would they have charged for that? Back in the day, it was probably $250. Now it would go for $15,000. Absolutely unbelievable. Incredible. Thanks for bringing that up, Martin. Beautiful Bronson. Space Ace, how come you never got an Aquaterra? It's a good question. I was offered one and I declined it. That watch would suit you. It totally does. I love the Aquaterra. As a matter of fact, I was almost convinced that I was going to get the blue teak dial date at 6. And I'll tell you, I was in Venice in 2021, and I told you, when I got my Speedmaster, which is here. I don't even have a watch on. Can you believe that? I had one on all day. When I got my Speedy, Machine wanted to give me a gift. He wanted to give me a watch, and he had 2 watches, brand new in the box, never worn, Aquaterra, green dial, which I had been lusting over, and this, and I took this. I did. I love the green dial. The green dial just didn't look so green in person. It looked very black. But I do love the Aquaterra. I will get an Aquaterra one day. It's an old. I've said this a million times on the show and in life. The Aquaterra, whether you like the previous iteration with the dated 3, the Golf, so many editions, Omega, too many. Whittle it down, whittle it down, whittle it down. They really need to whittle that watch down. 8800, 8900. Great coaxial movements, incredible anti-magnetic. It's a one watch collection. If you're going to have one watch in the whole wide world, and it's not, an Explorer or a Sub or, one of those kind of watches that, I don't consider like Daytonas. I don't even consider a Speedmaster a one watch collection. It's a chronograph. I think it's a totally different beast. I think a 3-hander or a 3-hander with a date is definitely, GMTs. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. I think the Aquaterra is the perfect watch. It's, it's incredible. Incredible watch. Beautiful details. Beautifully made. It's adjustable. The bracelet is gorgeous. Yeah, I would love one. And it's funny when I compared the two of them side by side, the Speedy just said, I just wanted it. I've always loved the reduced too. And I just love them. I just love the way they look. And I just said, yeah. But the Aquaterra, yeah, one of these days an Aquaterra will come my way. And you know what? I don't even know which one it'll be anymore because I used to love the blue teak deck with the blue hand. And now I like them all. I love that new black dial. Oh my God, it's beautiful. The one that doesn't have a fully loomed hour hand. I love that beautiful lacquered dial. Beautiful. I don't know. It's a great question though. But one of these days, I do love them. Dean, I waited 6 hours in total for the tickets and I got 0. Yeah. Well, at least with the Kate Bush thing, because it happened so fast. 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning, whenever it was. I think it was 4 o'clock. I had all my cards here. I had my phone, 2 computers, logged in, ready to go. Got in on the second try. Got the Tuesday night, got the seats I wanted because I had mapped out the venue. I knew exactly where I wanted to go. I wasn't being greedy. I wasn't trying to do multiple nights. I just wanted to go this one particular night if I could. I wanted the 4 tickets. I had the 4 people who were going with me. They were going to be gifts from my friend Mary. We've been Kate Bush fans. I was going to call my friend Mimi up. It was going to be and Paul. It was going to be a thing. Or if Asheen didn't get tickets, it would have been him, because I don't know if Paul likes Kate Bush, but I don't know if he would die to see her like Asheen would. And I didn't get in either, but it happened within literally 5 to 10 minutes of it going on sale. That's when Citibank, which unfortunately all my cards at that point were all within the Citibank ecosystem. It's like my iPhone, my iPad, my Macintosh. I'm so Apple entrenched, and that's never a good thing. And they just thought it was. They said it was. They thought it was credit fraud. That they shut down all my stuff. Shut down my debit card. Everything got shut down. And I had to call Citibank and I said, I'm going to lose these tickets. And then the timer went off and it was over. And I tried to get a hold of them and I couldn't get tickets. So it was pretty shitty. I'm sorry that you had to waste 6 hours of your precious time. I do think that the boys could have been a little bit more protective of their fans. They can sign an agreement with Ticketmaster that says that they don't want their tickets available for resale in the UK, I read. I don't know how real that is, but apparently it's something that's very real. Mart, I never got any Oasis tickets. Yeah, I don't know anybody who did so far. I've not met a single solitary person, and I know a lot of people. A lot of people send me notes on the web. I have not seen a single thing. Unbelievable. I'm just looking at the Basher of the day. Today it's Andrew Wolkowicz. Andrew, I owe you a song, and RP 1960. You're getting one today too. I just had that birthday party yesterday at my nephew's house, which was a good time had by all. It was beautiful. They got a new place, and it was multiple kids' birthdays kind of conjoined into one thing because it's getting crazy. Everybody's got kids. Things get expensive, and it's good to just pool it all together. Ray says, every time you say Oasis, I look out the front window. Oh, the band from Manchester. Who cares? Who cares? I mean, who cares? Hey, you know what? A lot of people care. Listen, just because I've never been a super fan, listen, I'm a musician, man. I know what it must feel like for those boys. Holy smagoli. They've they've been away 15 years and feuding and all this shit and all this crap. You know, this is monumental in terms of pop music. That band from the 90s. I mean, you could actually say that because they really weren't big in the 2000s. They made records that I think what's the first one? It was maybe, definitely, maybe. What's the story? Morning Glory and something Giants, and then Be Here Now, which was the one record that I really liked. I remember I have that record and I really liked it. I don't know, people, I don't know what everybody's favorite. I mean, obviously the big hits were on the first two records, right? What was the third? Standing in the Shadows of Giants or something like that? You guys will correct me, I know. Don't worry, I will get a ticket. I did not get a chance to buy any. I will pay the gray market price when they become available. Who cares? Dino, I pray that they add dates accordingly and that you get in there for the normal ticket price. You know what? You should be able to buy yourself, an Explorer 2 or something. I think this is the thing that drives me bananas. You're paying for an experience. It's like when you go out and you drop a couple $100 on a dinner, right? You're paying for the experience. Yeah, the food, all that, whatever, the restaurant, the service. Yeah, you're paying for an experience. Concerts are you paying for an experience, which can be great. It can be really, really great. However, it is fleeting. Just like that restaurant is fleeting. It is not tangible. It is not a Rolex Milgauss that you can pass down on to your children or an Omega Speedmaster that will go to your grandchild. That something that can be worth something down the line. I'm not talking about flipping because I hate those people. I'm talking about an investment in your future. And I like to see a concert myself. I love to see a show. But I don't go to shows anymore because I refuse to be a cog in the wheel of this corporate greed and nonsense. Somehow, some way, I guess, what was the last concert I saw? Was Iron Maiden in 2019. I don't think I've been to a show since then. I don't think I've seen anybody live in 5 years. And a lot of great bands have come and gone, but I see the ticket prices. I've wanted to go, and I'm like, I'm not paying that. I have the electric bill to pay, and all that kinds of stuff. It's not worth it to me for 2 hours. That you won't remember every little thing. You'll be there. It's great. I mean, the Kate Bush thing I was willing to pay for because she's my favorite, and if Oasis is your favorite too. But like, I knew that she made those tickets scalp proof. They were scalp proof. Nobody was able to scalp for Kate Bush. It was not possible. Anybody who had tickets outside, they were selling tickets they were fake because it would say would say Dean on the tickets with your name and a number. I saw the tickets. They were amazing what she did because she wanted to make sure her fans got in. She wanted to make sure her fans got in, and she wanted to make sure her fans got in. She also said, because she's not signed to a record company anymore, no industry. I don't want any industry in the first 5 rows of my concert. And they didn't. It was her favorite people ever. The people who have adored her, the people who bought The Dreaming and not The Hounds of Love. So that's great. It's amazing what can be done. And it just takes a little bit of work. It really, really does. Vince Fine Arts, give the people what they want. The Kinks. Yeah, great album. Got to see the Kinks at St. John's University when I was a kid. They were amazing. Steve McDonald, £4.99. Hi, everybody. Haven't been able to join for a while, but it's good to be back. Great to see you, Steve McDonald. Let's give you something special for that. Let's give you some cowbell. Thank you, Steve. We haven't seen you, but people have asked. People ask me all the time at Basherdirk@gmail.com. That is Basherdirk@gmail.com. That's how you get a hold of me. That's how you send me pictures for the Bastards Gallery. That's how I get the letters from Dear Dirk. That's how you just send me a message, or you want to say, hey, Dirk, do you like milk in your tea? I do. Do you like sugar? No. How do you drink your coffee? Black. You can ask me anything you want. Do you like roller coasters? Yes. I like most things that don't involve eating animals or hurting things. Not a fan of any of that nonsense. It's not fair, and I don't like it. Steve McDonald sent 2 pictures, too. Look at that. Melly C. Glenn Parker. Oh, I'm loving it. The gallery looks big. Okay, so let me get back to the chats because I have a letter to read. Okay, so Vince Fine Arts, hey, saw them at the Paramount in NYC. They were the worst live. They literally don't move. Who, the Kinks? God, I don't remember. It was so long ago, and I didn't pay for it because my own mom was a librarian at St. John's University, so I got it for nothing. As I did all the shows, Peter Frampton, the Allman Brothers. I saw so many groups there. The worst concert I ever saw in my entire life was Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes. Man, did I hate that band. Ugh. Yuck. Poor man's Bruce Springsteen. It's not even as good as On the Dark Side. Oh, yeah. The fake Bruce Springsteen band. Not great. Mr. Bad Guys, cheers, ladies and germs, and upvote. Please upvote if you can. I know it's Sunday Mass. It's, last week's Mass was highly attended. We had 80 people in the room. I was thrilled. It was amazing. I loved it. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, one and all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Great to see you in the room. So what do we got for you now? We've got a little bit of... Where is it? What did I put that? Where did I put that? Dear Dirk, dear Dirk, dear Dirk, dear Dirk. Dear Dirk, this is the latest letter that I got. Let's see what this is about. Dear Dirk. Okay. Are my glasses on? Can I read? Let's see. Dear Dirk, I'm in a tough spot and could use some advice. You see, my brother and I, who I've been estranged from over a decade, is newly divorced and struggling financially. We were in a moderately successful band in the 90s and 2000s, touring the world and living the rock and roll lifestyle. Now with that band life behind us, he's pissed away most of his money and made it look as if the divorce settlement may have broken him. So he's reaching out to help. People around me, even though those who know our bitter conflicts, have suggested that maybe it's time we get the band back together and that it's a good idea. The money would be amazing. I don't need it, but it would still be appreciated, and it would certainly help him get back on his feet, and it's definitely would make our ma happy. Well, it's always nice to make your mother happy. But here's the thing. Our relationship has always been toxic, full of arguments, fistfights, and intense sibling rivalry. I'm not sure if we could survive playing together again. Physically, it would be a challenge. I'm not in my 20s anymore, and mentally, can I still remember these songs? I'm questioning whether or not I can handle the old dynamics again. But at the same time, I know he needs the cash, and I will feel a massive sense of guilt if I don't help him. We don't have to like family, but I do understand that we should be there for them if they need us. Should I take the plunge or give it a shot, or is it better to keep my distance and offer help in other ways, or maybe just tell him to bugger off? Sincerely, a conflicted brother. P.S. Since I started this letter, we've tentatively signed up to agreed to play a few dates, and I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not sure if I can follow through. I await your advice. That sounds like quite a conundrum. Quite the conundrum. So I didn't, instead of offering him this brother some advice, I decided to craft a letter for him to write to his brother, just so it might help him out. He could take what he wants from it. He can take it or leave it, right? So here's the letter that I wrote for him. I wrote it, Dear Noel, because we know who that was. Well, look who it is, the talented one. Can't say I was surprised when you called. After all, the world's been deprived of my face for far too long, and you probably missed basking in the glow of my glorious presence. And who could blame you? Some might say I was the face of the band, while you were, well, the songs. Who cares? So here we are, two washed-up rock gods, both with divorces so expensive they'd make Elton John blush. We need the cash, and the people need me. Maybe us. But here's the thing. I've been thinking, how on earth am I supposed to keep my ego in check when I know I'm the one the fans are really screaming for? Surely you've got the whole writing the songs thing, but I think we can both agree that it's my perfectly chiseled jawline that they're paying to see. Remember how you'd always say, I write the songs that make the whole world sing, and I'd say, yeah, but I'm the one who keeps our bank accounts fat. Well, nothing's changed, and that's the problem, isn't it? We both know I'm the handsome one, and it's tough being modest when you've got this much raw magnetism to manage. See, here's where I'm at, bro. Do I sacrifice my God-given right to overshadow you for the strength of the band and our bank accounts, or do I lean into my natural charm, knowing full well that even with your talent, I will still steal the spotlight? But in all seriousness, if I can manage that for a second, I don't want to mess this up. Mostly because I really do need the money too, but also there's a part of me that misses being on stage because you're my brother. And it's even just enough to remind everybody who the real star in this family is. What do you think? Can we pull this off without me outshining you so much that it becomes awkward? Or should we just accept the fact that no matter what happens, my face will always be the one they put on the t-shirts? Let me know if you can handle it, bro. I'm willing to giving a shot, assuming, of course, that we both remember who the headliner is. Yours in eternal handsomeness, Liam. Boy, he's got an ego. Oh, Oasis you saw live. I've never seen Oasis live. You know what? Listen, they're not the type of band. They're not wearing platform shoes, and they're not doing any of that stuff. He's just gonna, have his Lemmy mic, and it's about the songs and the attitude and the snarling, and that's what people love. Ray says, Dirk, have you ever done anything illegal? You did say, ask me anything, or is it personal? I mean, illegal? I don't think so. I've never shoplifted or robbed or killed illegal. I don't have a car, so I can't do that. Probably haven't we all probably inadvertently done something that we did? Jaywalking, I've done that 1,000 times. You know what jaywalking is? When you cross in between the lights. It's all crazy. Carolyn Martin's here with $9.99. The last person I saw live was actually Barry Manilow. Well, good for you. Good for you, honey pie. Let's give you something wonderful for that. Let's give you... I know you like him a lot, and it's always fun to take him out of the basement. Hitesh C, you like that one. That was well done. Thanks so much, Hitesh C. Oh, all the fun letters I get for the Dear Dirk. There's a bunch of them. I have to choose the best ones. Thank you. Liam's head was big enough. Now we'll knock it through the door. That's the fact of the matter. I always say Liam Gallagher, but it's Liam Gallagher, right? Because he's British, right? Irish would say Liam Gallagher. Liam Gallagher. Yeah, I just, Noel's the talented one, man. Noel, he just is. I liked that last song, that ballady thing that Liam did. I thought it was lovely. I don't know. I saw him do it on the Graham Norton show or one of those actual things. I don't remember what it was. I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? I don't know. The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots. The sublime leaves over. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world. It is the Gallery of Bastards. It's that time of the show where we share everything in your world with everything in our world. Andrew Wolkowicz with Senor looking beautiful. Look at the beautiful shots. What a beautiful kitty cat. It's all about the cats. It's all about the cats. Because who doesn't love the cats? We all love the cats. Look at you, you beautiful baby. I was at my nephew's yesterday, and he's got a cat named Millie. And she's an older lady. She's been around. She must be nearing 20. And I went looking for her, and she was upstairs, like in their little closet on the bed. She came up and sniffed my hand, and then she took off. I haven't seen her in ages, and she's so lovely, Millie. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew, so much, as always. Man, I have a lot of these today. Where am I going? Where did it go? Did it goof me up? There you go. Okay. Here's a fun little advert from Andrew. Little cartoons are always great. Yeah, shake cartoons, guys, whatever you want to send. It's all good. In the chats, it's great. Oh, look at that. Imagine. I always used to worry about that because several times she did bring me what she murdered in bed. She did, because she was the huntress. That's really messed up, man. That is crazy town. Why does this keep jumping? Every time I go back here, it's jumping. Let's look at the purple lady from Melly C. Melly C showing off her watch today. This, guys, is gorgeous. Her purple lady oyster perpetual. I love that. You know what? Because I have an oyster perpetual, and so do you. She has the exact same Milgauss that I have. And you know what? That's a lovely addition. Really beautiful. Look at that. I always love that dial too. Look at that angle. Oh man, that's pretty, pretty, pretty. Melly C, you deserve it. I love your. Her and I like the same exact stuff. It's nuts how we like the same stuff. It really is. And the next guy up is Mr. Parker. My two girls refusing to let me make the bed. Listen, it's Cat's world. We just live in it, buddy. So, you have to make the bed later because they're just not interested. Look at you guys. Hilarious. Unbelievable. Look at that. Oh, man. That looks like a very, very, very comfy bed, Mr. Parker. I love beds, man. I love making the bed. I love beautiful beds. I love linens. I gotta admit, Dirk likes fancy sheets. I like, in the summer, I use bamboo sheets. They're beautiful. They're white and they're crisp and they stay very, very cool. But I do have some frette that I like for the winter. They were a gift. I didn't pay for them. Christmas gift like 10 years ago. Pretezi, great sheets, man. They last forever if you take care of them. So, when you buy crap sheets, they don't last long. If you go to the Dunn store or Target or, whatever the local schmalocal, Costco in America, you buy shite sheets. But you buy great sheets, they last forever and ever and ever. Andrew, the paw out is always one of the cutest poses a cat could possibly do. And that's just if you're a cat person, the paw out is always beautiful. Oh, she's a beauty. 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 Thank you, baby. That's great. Fantastic. Fantastic. Olive, you're so pretty. Angelo Minikillo, Cat Truth. Let's see what's going on with the Cat Truth. Oh, this is going to be true because I've had tuxedos. It's a little known fact that tuxedo cats' coats were not the result of selective breeding by humans, but evolved to help them thrive in their native habitat, the black tie gala. Camouflaged in their formal wear, they feed on a diet of shrimp cocktail, caviar, and canapes. Let me tell you something about black and white cats, and I've said this a million times. Black and white cats, if they had thumbs, they would be safecrackers and murderers because they are the smartest cats I've ever met. And I've had a few. Unbelievable. Where are we? Angela Minikilla with the world's thinnest watch. Ooh, always this guy, always on the lookout for the most unusual, the most interesting, the most different. You're not going to find any old, regular old run-of-the-mill Rolex and Omega in this guy's collection. This is the Constantin Chaikin. Is that how you say it? Or Shaikin? Case palanking. Look at this thing. Holy moly, Cazzoli. Ooh, that's the whole watch. Oh boy. Oh boy, look at this. Prototype of the world's thinnest watch. Oh boy. Oh my God. That was yesterday or 2 days ago. That was 2 days ago. Isn't that crazy? The new thinnest watch, Konstantin Shaikin's 165 millimeter thinking. Holy mackerel. It's crazy. It's right up your street, too. Part of your museo. Wow. Crazy. Guy is always on the lookout for the newest, craziest, most interesting, and artistic. That's one of the things he looks for. Mr. Petrie with his grandfather's watch. Let's have a look. Everybody likes to see your grandpa's watch. They're always so interesting. They come in so many varieties and flavors. Anti-magnetic. Look at that. What is this? Oh, a Corvette. Look at that thing. Oh, man. Inca block. 17 jewels. Quite beautiful. Look at that thing. Wear it in good health. Did you have to have it serviced and stuff? I mean, don't ever restore it or any of that stuff. There's no point in that because it was well worn and it's got your grandfather's sweat on it. It's got his hard work. It's got his years on it, which I think is one of the most beautiful things in the world. Andrew says beer and bashers. I had a couple of Stellas at the backyard party last night. They were in a can. I'm not a big can guy, but it was pretty good. Laker Lager. This is stuff that you... Oh, proudly brewed in Ontario. Well, if there's anything you guys know how to do, it's drink beer. Thank you, Andrew. That looks good. Sometimes a beer looks good. I was watching this. I talk about this all the time about how I watch other people's channel. You know, because now that I have my own channel, I look around. I look around. Is this the end you've foreseen? I look around at other channels, and there's a guy. He's a British guy, and he goes around. It's called like Ben Eats or whatever. It's just a guy that goes to restaurants and eats. And it's not all that interesting, and he's kind of crap. And it had 380,000 views in 2 days. And he went to Jeremy Clarkson's new restaurant, which looks like nothing. Just looks like a pub in the middle of the countryside with picnic tables. But there was a queue or a line, if you're in America, fila, if you're Italian, around the... I mean, there was hundreds of people waiting to get in on a Tuesday. And it was just like sausage rolls. And he was calling the French fries fries. And I've never heard an English person call French fries fries. They are chips. I thought that was weird. But it just was like, meh. I didn't get it. Your beer looked better, but his beer did look good. And it was everything sourced locally. It's sourced locally. Everything's organic. It's an organic place. So we source everything. Whatever. Andrew says dinner. Meat. It's what's for dinner in Andrew's house. He's flipping the burgers with the beer. Is that charcoal or gas? It's gas. I mean, I don't eat animals, but man, I love barbecued stuff. Barbecued corn, barbecued vegetables, really good stuff. Veggie dogs, veggie burgers. Because I love the salads and the fixins. I love to make a burger with like lettuce, tomato, pickle, coleslaw. I love all that stuff. It's delicious. I like it. Thank you, Andrew. Mr. Minichello. Now, let's talk about Breguet. Now, we were talking about Breguet the other day and about how most modern watches contain elements of the genius of Breguet. And here's one to just knock your socks off, man. Unbelievable. Hey, Dave Fitzsimons, you're in the room late, but welcome. I mean, this is just, oh my God. Yeah, we talked about this on Friday night, this watch. Absolutely. And that's his Parmigiani Fleurier. Fleurier. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, we talked about everybody wants your Breguet. I mean, the Fleurier is an acquired taste. I think it's beautiful. It's like alabaster, and it's absolutely gorgeous. But the Breguet, I mean, my God. Here's more Christmas morning from Mr. Wolkowicz. Mr. Wolkowicz. This just looks like the kids waiting at the top of the stairs. Did you guys all wait at the top of the stairs? Anybody who celebrates Christmas? We always used to convene, all four of us, at the top of the stairs. I've got millions of pictures of the four of us at the top of the stairs waiting for the go-ahead to go downstairs and rip the Christmas tree apart. And I came up with a thing today that kind of flipped me out. Something I never really realized. And I'll keep the kids waiting for the Christmas tree up while I say this. Photographs don't mean anything anymore. Photographs used to represent memories. They were a catalog of the milestones of your life. You had like, what were the shots? You were allowed, 8, 12, 16 in a roll of film, 32, depending on what kind of film you bought. And like each frame was precious, and you framed it and you took it. And there's, grandma and grandpa arriving from Ellis Island, or your parents' marriage, or your baptism, or your bar mitzvah, or whatever it is you did. Now we take pictures so much. We take as many pictures as people fart. And every single picture you take will be forgotten tomorrow. Every picture you take is generally taken for you to post right now and get it out to the world so everybody can look at it and forget it. Maybe put a heart next to it or thing next to it. Now, photography, as we all know, is an art. We've got several of you in the room who are incredible photographers, people who actually studied the art of photography or have been working out the art of photography for years and years and years and years, and that's all great. But now you got everybody with with a camera in their pocket, and these pictures don't represent memories anymore. And when we do the Gallery of Bastards, I want to emphasize that these are precious, beautiful memories that everyone wants to share with you, you bastards, all of you beautiful basharisti. They want to show a little piece of their world because we're missing something now. We're missing something from the real world. You know, my sister just gave me an envelope last night. What did I do with that envelope? I put it in a drawer because it was so crazy to look at. My sister Pat sent me a whole bunch of pictures in an envelope, like photographs from like a million years ago. Like, there's me in a crib in a bassinet when I was a little boy. Here's me in 3rd grade. A slide, pictures of my bands, pictures of us together, my niece. Here's a picture. This is my Irish passport photo when I was like 4 years old. This is a picture of my godmother, my Aunt Maureen, the most beautiful, wonderful godmother in the world, at my baptism. You know, that's me when I was bald. Like, what happened to pictures? And I'm so grateful. And I just want to reiterate how much I love the gallery and how it's my favorite part of the show. Why is it my favorite part of the show, dearies? Because you guys are sharing these photographs with the world. You're sharing your memories, because I have 50,000 videos of Laverne in my phone, and I look at them every day so I can have a good cry and I can have a good memory. And this one's really great. Here's a picture of me laying on the floor, and I don't know where that is. I can't guess where that is. I think it might be, I don't know. But I'm lying on the floor watching what looks like to be an ancient television device. I think this is my I don't know where that is. That might have been like the first house we lived in, and I moved out when I was 7, so I don't really remember that much of it. But anyway, thanks, Pat, for giving me these pictures. Made me a little teary last night, and I had to put it away because it got me a little cuckoo. But you know what? Look at this. These are the kids waiting for Christmas, and Andrew, amazing, absolutely amazing. All these pictures, all the pictures that you send to the Gallery of Bastards, they're memories. They're memories that you're sharing with us, and we couldn't be more privileged to have them. And thank you so much for that. Next up in the Gallery of Bastards, let's go with, it's more Andrew. Let's get a little bit more Andrew, because Andrew shares his memories, and we love it. Guys, there's no limit on love, man. Send all the pictures you got. What are they doing there? What are they doing there? Uh-oh. Looks like somebody's in trouble. Trouble. Dean. Oh, man. Oh, Dean. My heart breaks for you, man. I went through this with Kate Bush, man. I know exactly what this feels like. Oh, my God. Look at this. You're in a queue. You're in a queue. We should write a song called You're in a Queue. Look at that. Oh, brother. Wow. I'm so sorry for that, man. You'll get there, though. You'll get to the show. You'll get to the show. There's this concert promoter that I played for in Germany. And for some reason, he doesn't like us anymore. I don't know why. I begged us to play at his show, and it went really, really well. And we got a lot of offers to play some other festivals, and we played in Greece the next year. And he's a big Kiss fan. And I gave him a very rare copy of one of their records that was never released. It was like a misprint. It was never this particular thing. It was they didn't issue this record on compact disc, and I had a Japanese pressing, and it was never released to the public. So I gave it to him, and And my point was, I totally forgot. What was it? Oh, this guy. Yeah. So I remember he had all these rules at his show about people taking photographs. He wanted people to be in the moment. And I couldn't have agreed more that when you go to a show, put your freaking phone away and be in the moment. Remember the moment. When you're at an event, when you're at a wedding, or put the phones away. Forget about the phones. You don't need the crutch. Just use your eyes and your ears and your soul, and remember to be a part of what you were invited to, or what you're now being a part of. It's so incredibly important to be present, and I don't think a lot of us are. And memories are, I mean, people, what's going to happen with those? I have every single family photograph on slides now that I've converted to digital so everybody could look at them, but they're like real. The photos on my phone, I don't know how real they are. I do look at them. I think that most people, the girls are going, There was a girl yesterday at this party. She disappeared. Everybody's like, where'd she go? We saw her out on the lawn going like this, just taking pictures of herself. It was just so weird. I just don't really understand that. Oh boy. Oh Jesus. Look at this thing. This is Mordino last night in the queue. You are now in the queue. There's 342,200 people ahead of you. Oh my God. That is so mean. It's just so mean. Stick to one device. Join the queue from one browser on one device. Additional attempts to join could kick you out of the queue. Yeah, well, you know what? You guys fucked up, Oasis. You shouldn't have gone down like that, and it's not fair to the people who love you. Oh, look at this. Easy E with a bit of Depeche Mode. Violator painted on a jacket. How cool is that? Is that your jacket? Are you big? What is that? That's a very cool jacket, man. Very, very cool jacket. Very cool. I don't know much about Depeche Mode. I never really got into them. I know the hits. That's as far as I know. That's as far as I know. Oh, here's Dave Fitzsimons. He sent a funny picture. He went to Kennedy's Bar. He's in Dublin. Very nice. He went to Kennedy's Bar. Not to be related. Look at this. Look at that beautiful vintage Pepsi Cola. Looking absolutely beautiful, man. Oh God, that is lustful. Really great. Really great. It would drive me crazy, though, that it wasn't centered. And he said that this bar used to be called Fitzsimons. Isn't that funny? Kennedy Fitzsimons. Now, that sounds like an Irish law firm, right? It's like Ushberg and Dirkstein. Mr. Julian Raymond. Julian, what you got going on here? As always, illustrations. More photography from the guy. It's keeping him going. Look at this beautiful photography. This is his art. This is what he does. He creates art. These are pieces to be framed. I do have a beautiful piece of art that I'm going to give away this week that I'm having framed right now, taken by, and I'll do a full announcement on it. It's a beautifully framed 8x10 photograph of a bank safe mechanism that was taken by one of our beautiful bastards. I'll put all the information out this week, and one of you beautiful bastards is going to get it. It's so beautiful because it looks like an exquisite timepiece. You've seen it on the show before, but I'll show you later. These are great, Julian. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Look at the texture there. Amazing. Wow. That looks like Fritz Lang. Wow. See, he's a photographer and an artist, and he combines the two disciplines. Incredible. See, that could be like a great album cover for, Pink Floyd or any band. Like it's an artist in look at that. Beautiful. Incredible pleating. That's what we're missing now, because now you just tell AI to make, I want a hot slutty girl with her boobs hanging out with casks of wine, serving a bunch of sailors, lustful sailors, as they anchor in the port of Brest in France. And then AI will just make it, and it will have no basis in reality. And that's so shitty. Easy E with some morning glories. My basil's looking a little bit better, but you're right. It's the end of the season. Oh, these are gorgeous. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. Oh, your basil's looking way better than mine, buddy boy. Wow. Yeah, I have a perpetual, incredible rosemary bush. It's lasted. I've had it for 10 years, and she lasts through the winter. I don't know how she does it. These are beautiful. That looks way better than mine. You got no seed, huh? God, you're good. Look at this, beautiful. What is that? Is that aloe vera? Aloe vera, aloe vera. Hitesh, I took a picture of 1969 Corvette Stingray convertible the other day. It's on my phone, which I use for a camera, so I can't show it to you right now. But I'll email it for Tuesday's show, because tomorrow we're going to be doing Watch Fashion Police Venice Film Festival. A lot of people on the red carpet doing a lot of red carpety things. Glenn Parker. Now, the other day we were talking about like a very obscure band to me, or to a lot of people. Anyway, it's called the Dan Reed Network. It's a band I really love. I saw them many times in New York City. But apparently he knows him, which is crazy. Is that a picture of that? Okay, I don't see where it says the Dan Reed Network. Okay, Harvey Goldsmith. Is he still alive? He was the guy that promoted all the concerts back in the day in England, like on Queen. So here's some pictures from. I'll go through them quickly because there's a lot of them, but it's very cool. Him and his whole gang, and Mr. Parker, and some of them I'm assuming are going to include the one and only Dan Reed. Everybody looks like they're having a wonderful time. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Oh, so he got this guy Dan Reed to play at his wife's birthday party, which is amazing to me. Look at this unplugged setup. Oh, there he is. Oh, that's the network. Oh, that they play? I do miss Blake Sakamoto. Can I say that? I know that Rob is great and all that, but I mean, Say hello to the rainbow child. She don't talk much. It's a personal style. She's got a heavy heart that beats to the rhythm of a different song. Oh yeah. Brian James, Melvin Brannon. Look at this. This is great. I can't play the video because well, can I? Maybe I can. It won't work. Look at Melvin. He's ageless. Is that your wife? Amazing. These are great. Wow. Who's this chick? Okay. Oh man, I love these shots, Brian. This guy's one of the hottest guitar players I've ever seen in my life. Amazing guitar player. Great singer too. Daniel Pretz, the whole original band. There's the whole gang of ladies. Look at that. I can't wait to watch these videos. Obviously, I can't play them on here because I'll get kicked. That's from the Origins record. That's the one. And he said he got to sing on some of these things. I'm amazed by this whole thing that Dan Reed. I was on a record with Dan Reed on a compilation record called Barnabas Sky. Let me find it. I'll show you. Barnabas S-K-Y. Barnabas Sky album. What Comes to Light was the name of the album. Okay, I'll show it to you. This is an album, and the reason why I said yes to this guy because I didn't know who this guy was. His name is Marcus, and he's amazing. He's amazing. He's amazing. He's an amazing guy. And I wound up recording 2 songs for this guy, but the song that made it on this record, but mine was called Seven Wonders. I co-wrote it with him, and there's a song on here with Dan Reed, and it's called Take a Ride. And the reason why I said yes to doing this record, because I said, oh, who's going to be on your record? He goes, oh, Danny Vaughan, Lee Small, Dan Reed. What? Who? Dan Reed. I want in on that. So that's the reason why I did this album to begin with. Barnabas Sky by Dan Reed. And if you guys, if you want to see the video for that, hold on a second. I could probably show you. I'm not going to play it for you, but I'll show you the link if you give a shit. I think it did very well for him, or relatively well for him. Barnabas Guy. Barnabas Guy, and it was called Seven Wonders. Seven Wonders. This is the video? Where's the video? Seven Wonders, is it?
You can turn this into this. Cliff is launching a sweepstakes where you can buy a Cliff pack and have a chance to win a Cliff trip. Go to cliffbar.com or to your local store and buy your favorite Cliff Bar multi-pack. Then
I mean, it had like well over 100,000
and
views.
register. Upload a picture of your receipt and you'll be entered to win an epic trip.
Anyway, I don't know. I don't know where it is. I'm not gonna find it now because it'll bore you. I'm not gonna buy it. Anyway, it's a song called Seven Wonders, Barnabas Sky. If you want to look it up, I'll find it eventually and show you guys. But Dan Reed's on that record. Does a really cool song called Take a Ride. And it's not hard rock or metal. It's very cool. So it just goes to show you how good this guy is, because he can play just about any kind of music there is in the whole wide world. Thanks for that, Glenn Parker. Very cool. Ray sends in a little bit of a jokey poo, which is very cute. And he says, never buy a border collie when you're drunk. Ray, you're killing me. You are killing me. That's hilarious. Glenn Parker with another thing. You know what? Can I say that I used to love this guy's show, and now I just got bored with Justin Hawkins. Just got bored with it. He wrote, "Who cares?" Oasis, your reactions. Justin Hawkins rides again 7 hours ago. Who cares? He does, apparently, because he loves them. They're stealing my catchphrase, people. They're already doing it. Holy crap. Melly C in the house with a sleepy Mork. Oh my god. Oh my god, could that be cuter? Could you be cuter, Mork? Oh my god. Oh my god, I love a sleepy cat. You know, which is most of the time, because they're lazy. Tomorrow is Monday. But you know, it is a holiday here. It's Labor Day, you know, where we celebrate the Labor Party. Where we celebrate the workers of the world. Which sounds communist, doesn't it? Isn't that funny? Steve McDonald, 2 new watches for me. Hey, welcome back to the show. And he popped in earlier, and there he is with 2 brand new watches. And that's pretty heavy hitting as the crow flies. Holy shit. Look at that. Oh my god. You are not kidding, buddy. Woo. Look at that. Can I blow the seed roller up any bigger than I can? Look at that. And it fits very... Wow, you got a big wrist, man. Wow. Oof. You are not... Really? I got 2 new watches. He got 2 new Rolex. Explorer 2 black dial, which, you know, everybody wants the polar. You know what? I'm going black dial. I like it too. Wow, beautiful. Congratulations. God, these look like toys on you. You have a big wrist, man. What a big wrist on you, man. You could challenge the Irish Italian, couldn't you? Oh my God, Carolyn Martin with her god cat, Hobbs. Oh my God, how great is this? Look at Hobbs. Oh my God, you're so cute. You're adorable. Cats. What would we do without them? What a beauty. Hi, Hobbs. Welcome to the show. Wow. Timing is everything. Carolyn Martin took a picture of a hummingbird. I don't know how the hell you did that. How in the world did you do that? Wow. Aren't they beautiful creatures? I saw a mouse in my kitchen yesterday, and it was so cute. I didn't know what to do. I put the have a heart traps out, but it was really cute. Oh my God, Ray, this is beautiful. Picture of my grandfather and my uncle. Wow. Look at that. Look at now. Listen, photographs on your phone and stuff, right? It'll never touch this. And look at this handsome bastard. Holy macaroni. Jesus. That's your dad, huh? Wow. Wow, Ray. Incredible. Of my grandfather. It's your uncle there. Okay, right. Fergal, Spanish holiday. Hey, Fergal, great to see you. I heard you were having a bit of a Spanish holiday. You got us all Chris Warded out, buddy. I gotta say, Asheen and I were having a little chit chat on the phone, talking about how much we like the Chris Wards. It's definitely something I want to add. Oh, nice! Wow, wowee! Ugh, that's beautiful. Oh man, you went fully kitted out. I love the big crowns. I love a big crown. Can I say that? I'm a size queen. I love the big crown. Chris Ward does not disappoint with the crowns. These are some of the most beautiful, pretty watches. They really and truly are. Oh, look at that. The man himself with his Chris Ward. Look at that. Incredible. That's great. And the missus. Fabulous. What's she wearing? She's not wearing a watch? I love these. They're like portraiture. Beautiful. Virgil, thank you so much. What a treat to do that. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Thank you. Hey, Dave. No, hey, Dave. Great to see you in the room. Great to see you with this. Oh, man. I met this guy yesterday. He was my nephew's neighbor. He's a nice guy. He had a Navitimer on. And I wanted to start talking about Navitimer. I was wearing a Rolex Milgauss, and he couldn't have cared less. This is gorgeous, man. See, I would much rather have this over a Daytona. It's because I just don't love the Daytona. This is not a thing for me. If he gave me a Daytona, I would sell it to a woman because I think they're girls' watches. No offense to all you Daytona people. Get a Speedy. That's beautiful, man. I love the stylish and racing and very sporty. And a Sherman tank. This is beautiful, man. Oh, look at that on the top of the car. Look at that. Be a Trader Joe's. You're a Trader Joe's. Looky there. That's funny. I'm guilty. I'm going to be at Trader Joe's in about an hour because I love Trader Joe's. I love that. Thank you, Dave. Amazing. That's a beautiful watch. Do you have the model number in there? Oh, let me see if I can look it up. You do not, but I could probably find out because I like that watch. That is nice. A little bit more Spanish holiday from Fergal. Fergal, look at that. Oh, these are beautiful. Very much reminds me of the planet Ocean. Very pretty. And look at that. Oh, man. That watch is gorgeous, man. Gorgeous. Oh, what's going on there? See, he's not afraid of the water. I have yet to do that with any watch I own. I'm just scared. Oh, that's nice. Very mission. Is that a church? This looks like it's straight out of a Western, an old-fashioned Western. Beautiful. Look at these shots. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for all of that. That's the Gallery of Bastards.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublimely absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Thank you for the Gallery of Bastards, ladies and gentlemen. It is always great to see you in the room. Hitesh Shi, let's finish up on the chats before we call it quits for the Sunday Mass. I've seen you two half a dozen times. We'll go to see them in a heartbeat. Yeah, I've seen them too, and I definitely go see them, but I won't pay $1,500. I'd pay $150. That's more than enough money that anybody should have to spend on a concert. And to be honest with you, U2's tickets are usually a little bit more expensive because they do put out an extensive stage show. It is very involved. It's very technical. Oasis are going to have a bunch of amps and a drum kit, and that's it. They're not even going to have wireless guitars. They're just going to plug into amps and play, and it's going to be the most bare bones thing ever. That's why their tickets were $86. Anybody who pays more than $86 is contributing to. It's like buying a dog. Don't buy a dog. Adopt one. Every single time you do something like that, you're just contributing to the other people that make it go forward. Dean said that watch, talking about the ultra thinnest watch in the world, had a smiley face. It sure did. Dave got in the room late, but it's great to see you in there. Dean says that the drunk Clarkson bar tastes like gnat's piss. It looked great on camera, but then he said it was an IPA, and Dirk hates IPA. Bad, rusty pipe. Not a fan. Fergal's on a holiday in España, as we just saw. Beautiful, man. Gorgeous. Liam Gallagher got his teeth knocked out a couple of years ago coming up against real gangsters. I noticed that he's got fake teeth. I also noticed, and I want to give a shout out to Mr. Emmett O'Malley, the beautiful and talented guy, writer of songs, lover of hearts, a husband of Dana O'Malley, brother of Asheen O'Malley. He got a phone call out of the blue, and he played with Enrique Iglesias last night in Mexico because he's that good. You know what? He hasn't played with that guy in years and years and years and years and years, but life works that way. He got a call out of the blue, and he said, "Yeah, I could do it." And he went down there, and he had to play a set of Enrique. He hasn't played those songs in 10 years because that's how great that guy's been. How amazing. I can't wait to see shots of him with on the big stage, big arena stage, and all that stuff because he deserves it. Amazing. Thank you, Martin. Beautiful Bronson. I thought there was, am I crazy? I didn't miss any pictures. Did anybody send me a picture that they missed? I thought for sure there was a new Bronson picture in there. I don't want to skip that because we love him because he's so pretty. All right. If I did, you let me know and I'll get it in there. Mr. Bad Gas. Those cats, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? Now they're waiting to open up the Christmas presents. Jesse, roll the film. Remember when you got a couple of extra shots? Man, you'd be so thrilled if you got those extra 2 shots in there. It was incredible. You know? The Corvette is cool. I'll put the picture of the Corvette I saw yesterday. It's my favorite year, 1969 Corvette Stingray. It's beautiful. Corvette is your favorite car. I want a Corvette. Yeah, that's amazing, right? Unbelievable. Dean says, Barnaby Sky, good track, Dirk. That's on title. Oh, is that right? We did a video for it. My tune was the single, and it was really cool. But the one from Dan Reed is very good too. He had some really good talent. I have a song coming out on his next record. We did him at the same time because you want to do another one? I was like, sure. It was a pleasure to work with the guy who's very, very, very nice. CW Watch Enthusiast, loving the new green screen, the Knights Templar. Thank you. Yeah, it was fun. Daniel Gutierrez in the room. Hey, Bastards, just joining now. Did anyone else? Nobody did. No one got Oasis. No one. Nobody. Went online at 7 a.m. and there was 146,000 people in front of me. 6 hours later, I got into the ticket sales room and boom, all sold out. Oh, Jesus, John Doe. I'm so sorry, man. So sorry. What a load of shite. What a load of shite. Not one ticket. My sister and nephew, same story. 5 devices online. You know, the bots got them all. Ticketmaster got them all. Ticketmaster sent their own bots out there and they got them all because they're in league with Satan, man, and it's so not fair. And I apologize for all that to you guys. I've been there down the Kate Bush rabbit hole. You know, I would have had the tickets though had Citibank not decided that it wasn't meant to be, and you know I didn't go, and there was no way for me to scalp, and tickets were not scalpable, but they are scalpable when it comes to Oasis. I saw tickets were on sale for $10,000 already to go see Oasis in a stadium. So I beg all of you, you know what? Don't go. Don't go. And like I said to you earlier, if you missed the earlier part of the show, there is legislation in New York City being put before the courts to try to get ticket reselling on every level banned in America. And look around to see if anybody else in your jurisdiction or your country is doing the same. And if you can find that letter, if you can find any kind of movement forward to try to pass laws to protect the consumer. And listen, it's not the artists that are making the money. Well, Taylor Swift is. It's not them making the money off of the tickets. It's some third party Joe Schmo whose friend has a bot or works for Ticketmaster. It's just horrible, and don't be a part of it. Don't be a part of it. Danny Gutierrez with $1.99 for the Dirkus Maximus. Thank you so much. Million tickets on Monday. It was just Monday, and then by Saturday, 10 million people want to pay money to see them. Oasis have got overwhelming gravitas. Agreed. Nobody knew. Everybody knew it was going to be big, but did anybody know it was going to be that big? I didn't. I thought it was going to be big, but I think servers went down and stuff. But you know, at the end of the day, the bots bought all the tickets. computer programs that are programmed to buy the tickets, store them in their freaking hard drives, and then immediately offer them for resale. The reselling of tickets. And if you go on Ticketmaster, tickets are available. You can buy them. You can absolutely buy them. 10,000, 6,000, 7,000, 11,000. Should be illegal. Should be totally illegal. Guys, that's the show. They're all fucking snakes. You're right, John Doe. And I just cursed. I'm trying to do a show without any cursing. But God damn it. It's Sunday Mass. I shouldn't be doing Sunday Mass and cursing at the same time. Anyway, that's the show, guys. Thanks for joining me on this Sunday Mass. In nomine Padri, e Filii, e Spiritu Sancti. Go in peace to love and serve whatever it is you feel like serving. It's all up to you. I'll be back on tomorrow with Watch Fashion Police with the incredible Michele Gichetti on the big guy Sheen O'Malley. We'll be talking about the Venice Film Festival, and then back for regular iBashers. There'll be a walkabout this week. Thank you to all my beautiful Patreons and all the people that PayPal'd me this week. You guys are really helping to make my life beautiful, and I'm going to be working on some new equipment for better audio and possibly even 4K video for the walkabouts, working on all of that stuff to just make the iBashers bigger, better, stronger, faster, bastardier, because that's what we want to do, because we love you so much, and thanks so much. Guys, remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And always remember, when you encounter unkindness, you can't always know what that person's going through. Either they're having a bad day, or else they're just well, you know what? I don't say it on Sunday. Ever. Go in peace to love and serve it all, baby.
The choir sweet hymn, it lifts a sigh of pray all the days our hearts desire. It's Sunday Mass to be inspired.
We gather here, our faith like fire.
Together we're strong.